A year ago, I made a list of what in my opinion are the top 20 best Five Nights at Freddy's characters. This was before Security Breach, so that means the list is kinda different now. The only changes I would make is removing Vanny from the list, spoiler alert, she's in a whole new list which you'll see, and I would replace her with Glamrock Freddy. I'd also switch Springtrap and Baby, and that's really it. Otherwise, I still feel the same way I did about a lot of the characters in the video, and my list is mostly the same. But I bring up that list because today, we're going to look at the top 10 worst Five Nights at Freddy's characters of all time, whether they be annoying, missed potential, or literally just nothing characters. One rule I'm adding for this list is FNaF AR skins are not going to be on here because, well, 70% of this whole list would be full of FNaF AR skins. Don't lie to me. Besides that, this is my personal opinion, and it's okay to think differently. That's all I gotta say. Let's begin. Now, Old Man C himself. He's quite simply...
literally nothing.
He does almost jack shit for FNaF at all. All he has is his own minigame that appears in FNaF World and Ultimate Custom Night, and both times he's only there for lore metaphors. To be fair, he contributes a tiny bit more than the other nothing characters on this list, which is why he's only at number 10 and not lower, but holy shit. He's such an irrelevant character now that his only appearances in the franchise literally do not matter as much. I already thought the lore FNaF World tried to establish was not that great due to the semi-forced nature of how it was presented. It's FNaF, so lore! So because of that, it was no surprise that I didn't care for the old man's role in the game. And for Ultimate Custom Night, leave the demon to his demons. That is literally the only true relevance Old Man Consequences adds to the FNaF lore. A plot point for UCN about how Golden Freddy should just pass on and let William suffer, which... we get an implication of that plot point with this one cutscene of Golden Freddy seemingly fading off. Holy shit, Old Man Consequences really is pointless. I guess his mechanic and UCN's gameplay can serve as a challenge to some people, but all you gotta do is just spam C. This character's just lame. Just like Old Man Consequences, JJ is also a nothing character. She first appeared in FNaF 2 as an Easter egg under the desk in the office, who later appeared as a playable character in FNaF World, and then finally had a role in Ultimate Custom Night, having a mechanic. However, it was the same as Balloon Boys except she disables the doors and vent controls instead of the flashlight. Just like Old Man Consequences, I don't hate JJ. Again, she's just nothing. Although the reason she is a place lower than Old Man Consequences is because at least with him, he at least attempted to provide lore, albeit pretty badly and pointlessly, but it was an attempt at something more than what JJ does. All JJ is just a secret Easter egg character. Now, of course, not every FNaF character needs to be there to add to the lore. Hell, truly negative contributions to the lore are factors in considering which characters goes on this list. However, you can make a secret Easter egg character interesting and unique. Endo 2. Who is he? Is he the endoskeleton for Golden Freddy? He's lacking in endo, it seems like, after all. There's also the Paper Pals, for example. They bring in a lot of mystery with how the one got in the office. Did Withered Chica place it? Well, we don't know. But the point is, the fact we ask these mysterious questions is proof enough that a secret character can be very good. JJ has nothing interesting going on with her. She's just a feminine version of Balloon Boy. There's nothing to speculate either because there's nothing to go off of. I failed to find anything intriguing with this character. JJ is just there, and quite frankly, she could have been something more. Electrobab sucks. And just like the previous two, he is nothing. He's literally just Biddy Bat, but ooh, electric? Come on, Scott, this is just lazy. Electrobab literally only exists to fill in the sister location custom night roster because, oh no, we can't have Baby and or entered in a non-canon custom night. What a joke, dude. His mechanic's not even that unique conceptually anyway. You just shock him in the camera. Cool. Electrobab is just the definition of an ultimately pointless character. There's nothing to this little guy. Finally, a character or characters that isn't on this list because they're just nothing. They're both a weird mix between nothing and annoying. Yeah, even in my favorite FNaF game, there are little shits I don't like. The plush babies have their own little level in the game, and they're just there. Yeah, they're annoying and they serve to piss the player off, which they can and will do, but otherwise, they don't leave much of an impression at all. They're just intolerable little shits that help make their level one of the hardest and help wanted. Yeah, the plush babies really got nothing else, do they? They get a change up in Curse of Dreadbear with having masks, but it's not much of a change. These characters are just irrelevant and don't do anything decent for the FNaF franchise as a whole. Oh man, the staff bots. Literally every single one, except for Mapbot. Mapbot actually kind of slays. But every other staff bot in this game is just downright annoying. Really fucking annoying. Throughout Security Breach, they're literally everywhere, which prevents them from being a fun challenge, but a chore instead. That is a lot of the gameplay in Security Breach, dodging these fuckers, and it worsens the gameplay of the game. If they were more spread around and were less of them, I think I would be able to tolerate the staff bots a bit more. But nah, these guys contribute to some of the worst gameplay experiences in both FNaF and general gaming ever. And also the Alpha Z bots completely miss potential. They rule in their designs, but oh my god, these guys could have been interesting and offer something more than they truly do in the final game. The staff bots just make me feel pain inside. Here we go. Now, like I already pointed out in the intro, yes, Vanny was on my top 20 best FNaF characters list. However, that video was made and released before Security Breach. Now that Security Breach has been released, I can say in full confidence that Vanny is the definition of missed potential. When she first appeared in the Curse of Dreadbear DLC for a mask and dialogue, she was set up to be this threat that was going to take over Afton's role in murder, and the newer FNaF games were going to focus on a new villain, show what she's all about. She had the perfect build-up. Help Wanted served as a great setup to Vanny. Then we got the mobile port of Help Wanted, which had the first Princess Quest minigame in it, which some parallels to Vanny were made and made her more interesting. She was a boss in Fury's Rage. She appeared in a lot of the trailers and teasers. Vanny had a lot going for her. And then Security Breach came out and she had a screen time of less than 2 minutes. Literally only appearing to run around occasionally and appearing in endings. Are you fucking serious? For the proposed main villain of the game, she does barely anything. She's barely in this. She doesn't get a boss fight to herself, and no, that one bit for one of the endings in Phaser Blast doesn't count. Fucking Burn Trap, DJ Music Man, Monty, they all have boss fights. Why not Vanny? It makes no sense. Apparently she was supposed to have more to do in the game because of scrapped features like a Vanny meter. Come on, man. Vanny was cool and could have been cool, but as of Security Breach, she's a huge disappointment. Just like everyone, I ask what the hell happened. Maybe the Ruin DLC can redeem Vanny? I don't know, but as of right now, she's just missed potential. Oh my damn god, Dee Dee is just something else, and in a very bad way. She first appeared in FNaF World as that NPC character that was associated with the fishing hole minigame. Yeah, didn't really do anything else beyond that. Typical FNaF World NPC character. However, Ultimate Custom Night came around, and she just became a much worse character. She's literally annoying. Her voice is annoying and her gameplay mechanic is annoying. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of what Dee Dee brought to the table when it came to Ultimate Custom Night. I know her mechanic serves as a way to switch things up and make it more tense by adding in an additional foe, but I've always seen her mechanic as going against the point of an Ultimate Custom Night. Custom. Ugh. To be fair, she doesn't really do anything else in these games, but what she has done, at least in UCN, is just enough for me to not really like her. Dee Dee just sucks. Happy Frog is by far the most annoying character to come out of the whole franchise. I'm not kidding. First off, her design is just bland as fuck with no flavor. It's not a terrible design, but it ain't anything special either. She does nothing in Pizzeria Simulator besides being a character you can buy, and then in Ultimate Custom Night, her gameplay mechanic is just so bland and bare bones due to it being almost similar to the mechanics of the other mediocre melodies. And then, her fucking voice. No offense to the voice actress, she's most likely good as a person and a good voice actor for other characters she's voiced in past work, but in terms of Happy Frog, like...
I bet you weren't expecting me, were ya?
Shut up! God, her voice in Ultimate Custom Night just made me not like the character even more than I already did. And she's just so insufferable. God, she fucking sucks so damn much. Happy Frog is a pain in the ass, and not for the right reasons. What an awful character.
I know what this is. I have been here before. She brought me here. I found myself for the first time when I cleared the path. I did not want to, but I had no choice. Now I have a choice. I have changed. My friends are here. They are so angry, confused. But I can protect you. I am not me.
For the first time in Tylerland 264 FNaF Top 5/10 history, we got a tie for first place. I am literally so undecided in who's the fucking worst, because the reasons for them being both number one are the exact damn same as each other. I don't think I've ever felt this way towards a FNaF character before, let alone two. Burntrap and the Blob are the literal worst things, not just characters, to come out of the whole franchise. Why? Well, they ruined the Five Nights at Freddy's story completely. Before Security Breach, the lore of FNaF had its ups and downs, but it had certain characters that made it a serviceable story at least, and a great story at best. The Aftons and the Emilys both made the lore of FNaF something to behold, especially William, Michael, and Henry. These three characters were the ones that started to make the FNaF lore more of a humanly emotional point of view around Sister Location, with Pizzeria Simulator being the final bow to it all with an absolutely fantastic ending. With perfect visuals, dialogue, but most importantly, human emotion. This ending is the true ending of FNaF. It really was. And while it should have definitely ended there, Ultimate Custom Night was still good, and Help Wanted is objectively one of the best FNaF games, and is my personal favorite in the series. Burntrap and the Blob exist to ruin that amazing ending from Pizzeria Simulator. Burntrap is full-on William. William isn't fucking dead. He's as alive as ever. And the Blob, well, he's the spirits of both the ones put to rest in Pizzeria Simulator and FNaF 3. What the fuck? And for what? A shitty boss fight at the end of the game? The only reason these two are our characters is because of fan service. That is literally it. What other reason could it be? An actual attempt at a good story? No. I'm getting into more detail someday when I eventually get to Security Breach in my Ultimate FNaF review series, but for right now, all I can say is, it's our fault that the phrase, "I always come back,"
I always come back,
is as popular as a quote as it is, because now, due to that, it has become the main point of the single-handedly worst moment in the FNaF franchise. Fuck these two characters, I despise them so much, and due to all of this, that is why both Burntrap and the Blob are the worst Five Nights at Freddy's characters of all time.